Hello, everyone, and welcome to Magic the Gathering. I am SeiferKatt. SeiferKatt. I've messed up my own name. SeiferKatt. Uh, this is a bad start. So today, the new pack, Dominaria United, or new set, Dominaria Ununited. God, I'm messing up everything today. Has released, and so I've done the pre-order bundle. So I got like a bunch of packs to open, and I thought, hey, look, why open them in secret? Let's open them with everyone else. So we've got the renewal gifts. That's going to just give some rares. I understand it's going to give 5 things that we've already got, well, from the current sets, and 5 new things. So, Sneaky Werewolf, some Angels, I guess, some Kamigawa stuff. That's all normal stuff. But the new set is... That's from the... I don't even know, the Forgotten Realms set. Okay. So Rith is new. That's a dragon. Always good to have dragons. Lands. You can always go with all lands. Oh, actually, I wanted King Darien, the 48th? 48th. Yeah, sure. Why not? All right. So there's a set mastery, because of course, what free-to-play game can you have if there isn't a set mastery? And it gives you a goblin. I don't really care for a goblin, but yeah, sure, why not? So, we've got 50 packs to open, and we're going to open them one at a time because, screw it. I like to open packs slowly. So, let's get going. So, first pack. I've already got a rare that I actually really wanted. And we're going to... Used to play Dick in real life... Oh, Black in real life? Or Black-Green? Yeah, Black-Green's pretty good. I tend to be playing a lot of White-Black, but... We're going to go through all the cards slowly, so if you're wanting real fast card reads and just see the rares, it's going to be a disappointment. So we're going to look at the uncommons first. So we've got a Monstrous War Leech, mill some cards if it's kicked, and it's as strong as the highest value thing in your graveyard. Weird, but alright, kind of love it. Yotia declares war. It is a saga, which of course you read top to bottom. But read ahead means you can start wherever the hell you want. It's like opening a book and just reading the last page and going, and then they all died. Huh. Lovely story. What a weird story that, and then they all died is the conclusion. But anyway, it makes Ornithopters. Yay. Taps creatures and deals damage. Oh, it taps artifacts. Okay, that's alright. And then it makes one boy a bit big. Sure. A Branch Rider. Oh man, gnarly to the max, dude. Hang on, let me move me out of the way. We don't need... Yeah. Anyway, let's look back at this gnarly to the max dude. He's freaking surfing on a tree. He's got a little monkey on him too, or something, like a sapperling or something. Ah, gnarly to the max. Anyway, Tubular. He's cheap, and he can be bigger if you need him to be. So cool. Phyrexian Warhorse. Good old Phyrexia. They've got our horses now. It's not a zombie horse, it's just a Phyrex, like a metal horse. Just a dick, really. It can make soldiers, and you can sacrifice creatures to make it stronger. I guess it just eats people. Classic horse. Pixie Illusionist. Oh, okay. Kicker seems to be a thing that, like, everything's got kicker except for one card. Okay, so they really want you to play a couple of colors, which is reasonable. It's a 1/1, and it can change things to basic lands. That's cool. Which is useful for Domain, because Domain wants to see different types of lands. Except for the one with Domain. Yeah, that's true. Which cares? Which could be useful. Okay, so it costs cheaper for every basic land you have. Okay, you would never pay 8 cost for a 4/6. That's a bit pathetic. And a land. Okay, so what's the rare? That's what we all want to see. It's a land. Hey, Glacier Wolf. Card games. Yeah, absolutely. New set released. I gotta look at cards. So, a white-black land? I'll take it. Oh, wait, I forgot that has music when you mouse over the packs. Oh, well, we'll look at it later. Electrostatic Infantry, Dwarf Wizard. I'm glad dwarves are back. That's important. Very happy to see a dwarf. Look at him. He's just like, he's seen thunder and he's pissed off. So that was a land, so it can make white or black mana. And if you do the white or black mana, it hurts you. But, it does your fixing, and it doesn't come in tapped, so woo! But you can also use colorless. That's alright. So yeah, every time you cast an instant or sorcery, he just gets stronger. He just gets angered by the magics. But your magics. I guess he gets bolstered by it. Night of Dawn's Light. It's a Night Dawn Light. The Night Light. Anyway, it's life gain. When you gain life, gain that much life plus 1 instead. Sure. And he gets stronger. When Ice Age was new. Oh man, I mean, if it makes you feel any better, there's actually some callbacks to Ice Age in this set. Because this is set in the same plane as Ice Age was, just like 5,000 years later. Clockwork Drawbridge. I have no need for this. This is useless. Or worthless? I don't remember what the meme says. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that word. Givian phalanx? I don't know. It's just some soldiers. They're human core. Wait, human and core? So they're mixed breed. Okay, mixed race. Sure. I mean, 6 cost 4/4 with vigilance. I don't care. Hey Glacier, Magic is still super fun. Let me just tell you, Painland's fun for the vindictive auto tapper. Have we seen them yet? I don't know if we've seen them yet. Crystal Grotto. It makes mana, and it can make a different color mana, maybe, if you pay for it. Juniper Order Root Weaver. Okay. It's a kicker. It's a bear, and then if you pay more than a bear, it's Oh no, I didn't think you were. I was just trying to get you to play it. I don't know why I do that to someone. Hey guys, who wants drugs? It's Magic the Gathering. Yeah, exactly. Writhing Necromass. I mean, is that like, its fingers are zombies. That's not good. You don't want that in your life. But the thing that everyone wants to see is the rare, and it's a mythic rare wild card, which is any rare mythic rare I want. That sucks. I hate that. I can't even turn it into a land. Like, people be like, hey, see, it gives you great opportunities for, like, you can have whatever you want. And I'm like, great, I've got friggin' 22 of them. Clearly I don't want anything right now. So, it's funny. It's the most exciting thing, but for me, I get angry at mythic rares, or rare wildcards. Rona. When you cast instant sorcery, opponent loses 1 life. And you can cast it from the graveyard. Neat. It's an Elf Noble. Queen Elf... Bloody fantasy. My favorite planeswalker. I don't even know who my favorite planeswalker is in this set, or any set. See, this is classic fantasy. Queen, I can pronounce that. Eleniel, okay, of Runadark. Just say the Queen. Got it. I am happy with Queen. She's an elf noble. She gets stronger the more creatures you have, and when you make some tokens, you get another one. You get a free token. Lovely. The bridge is back. Essence Scatter. Counter a target creature spell. Fantastic and limited. This is not limited. Impulse. It's Impulse. You get to look at some cards, you put one of them in your hand, and you put the rest of them away. Get rid of the rest of the cards. An Automatic Librarian. Nice. It's not that great. Probably wouldn't use it. Might use it in limited, but again, this isn't limited. Fuck blue decks. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Battle Rage Blessing. Gains Death Touch indestructible until end of turn. You could do stuff with that. And the rare... Ooh. Urtai Resurrected. 4 cost, flash. When he enters the battlefield, choose up to 1. Counter target spell activated ability or triggered ability. Their controller draws a card. Okay, so counter shit. Classic Urtai right there. Or just destroy a creature or planeswalker. Their controller draws a card. Blue-black is okay. Blue-black is like blue's sort of shitty cousin. Not shitty cousin. White-blue is that, but... The surprise stream for the new set? It is, yeah. I might just do occasionally, like, just short streams for Magic. Good morning, Tara. Just, like, it's not going to be a long stream. It's only going to be 1 hour or so. And it'll go faster as we start seeing the commons and uncommons. Berloon Battle Hymn. It's a kicker. It does damage. You also can gain some life. It's like a shitty lightning helix. Citizen of Arrest. Oh, yeah. No, arrest that man. He's got a robot in his skull. He's actually the Terminator. Get him out of here. You know, I was whipping him and he said, beep boop, I enjoy this. It's like, no! That was weird. Exile target creature. I mean, yeah, we see one of those in every set. This one's just got a cool robot head. A 4/4/4 with reach. Meh. Again, probably good and limited, but I'm not looking for limited cards. I'm looking for standard or maybe historic. Another phalanx, and take up the shield. Oh, Johnny, look, he's got a stained glass shield. He's having a good time. Spoilers on that. He doesn't continue protecting people. He becomes a bad kitty. Anyway, put a token on a creature, gains life, link, and indestructible. Again, good for limited. What's my rare? Archangel of Wrath. Okay, now I'm listening. So it's a 3/4 for 4. It flies and has lifelink and double kickers. If you pay the kicker, it deals some damage. If you paid it twice, deal another 2 damage? Deal another 2 damage. Hell yeah. And it's kind of badass. That angel is pissed. It looks like its eyes are like looking down like, what the? I know it's probably meant to be like a wide-eyed, like, if you, but it does look more like it's startled than angry. Alright, it's Aaron. Benalia's ruined. Damn it, Aaron, what are you doing here? Oh, the stained glass is kind of melted on him. He's a Phyrexian human, so he's probably got robot bits inside him. Classic Phyrexians. I believe they were a problem in Ice Age as well, for what it's worth. Okay, sacrifice another creature. What a +1/+1 creature on each creature you control. Damn. Now that's a card I could use. Ghana, Blood Fist of Keld. When a creature you control dies, draw a card if it's attacking. Oh, okay, cool. So it allows you to attack stupidly and just... Yeah, that's good. Oh, I attack into that. I killed your creature. Well, that's fine. I get a card back. Screw you. Seeing you're new. Oh, enlist. That's something new. Enlist. When that creature attacks, you may tap a non-attacking creature and then add its power. Okay, so he's like, go on, my lord, you can do well. The important thing about this is it's an Orc Knight. Extinguish the light. It just kills things. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. If its mana value is 3 or less, just get some life. Go on. Volsh Tide Turner. Get some mana. Only if you're going to cast kicker spells, though. Oh, you can do it for instant sorcery, sorry, not just kickers. And the rare is the Raven Man. Ooh, interesting character and plot, but is he good? I don't really know the card that well. At the beginning of each end step, if a player discarded a card this turn, make a bird. Just get a freaking bird. A raven, probably. No, it's a bird. It's not a raven, it's literally just a bird. And also, you can make people discard cards. Which I suppose then makes a bird. Okay. Makes sense. It costs 2, actually. That's not bad. That's not bad. I really wish they had more than 2-player games of Magic in Arena, because I would love to play games of like Commander with friends. One day, perhaps. One day. Blightpile. Oh, that's a Phyrexian creature. It has Defender. Oh, because it's just a pile. It's just an angry, angry pile. Each opponent loses life. Hey, Selburn. Each opponent loses life. We X number of creatures with Defender you control. Okay, so you just got a bunch of walls and they just get sick about it. I get sick about looking at walls as well. I get that. Runic Shot. Well, you know what they say, you got to shoot your shot, and when you shoot your shot, you... Oh no, you found pictures of me? What? Sorry, I gotta look at the Discord. What have you found, Solburn? Damn it, I was trying to get pictures like that. I actually saved one, but I think this actually might be better for the YouTube thumbnail. Yeah, I had one myself. I'll put it into the Discord later. So this destroys tapped creatures. It's a sorcery, so you can't do any shenanigans with that, which is a bit of a shame. An elf archer riding. Look at that monstrous riding. He's just like, yeah. And it's like, hey, how you doing, buddy? I got teeth. Cool. It deals damage equal to the number of basic land types you have. I think red and green cares about that a lot. Things to light. It's an axe. I'm not really thrilled by an axe. A Faith Bonder. Oh, he's got Enlist as well. That's always good. Vigilance, okay. And Furious Bellow. Yeah, okay. Braids, Arisen Nightmare. Oh, Braids is back, I see. At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice an artifact, creature, enchantment, land, or planeswalker. So, almost anything. Yeah, anything. If you do, each opponent may sacrifice a permanent that shares a card type with it. I guess you can't sacrifice an instant or sorcery, because how? Each opponent may sacrifice a permanent that shares a card type with it. If they don't, that player loses 2 life and you draw a card. Used to hate Sliver Queen? Oh man, that's some Tempest BS if I remember rightly. Slivers always sucked. Like, Slivers haven't been around for a while, and... good. I don't want to see Slivers. Alright, we got... Oh. Oh. Oh no, we seen the rare early, and in fact the whole pack went away. What the hell? Well, that was probably a cool pack. Goodbye, pack. We're going to click away, not click onto the thing, because it just does weird shit. Pilfer, I like the art. What does it do? Is that Tiny Bones? That looks like Tiny Bones. It is Tiny Bones! Sorry, I got really excited about that. I just saw a little skeleton, like, I hope that's Tiny Bones. Tiny Bones! Trinket Thief. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. I mean, sure, sounds like something Tiny Bones would do. Tura Kirk. Oh, this is German or some European language I can't pronounce. We turn into a gambling stream? No, I'm just opening packs of cards, and I'll do like short streams in the coming days where I'm just going to play some Magic. It's going to be a short stream. Yeah, then there's Wes saying, yep. No, we're not a gambling stream. I bought this just for fun. I don't expect it. No, because gambling implies that I can make money from this. I'm making shit. Anyway, we cast an instant sorcery spell. Gain a soldier. Shield Wall Sentinel. He's got Defender. Yeah, there's a lot of Defenders in here. What the hell? Search for another Defender. Oh, good. It's a Defender that finds Defenders. Oh, and they're like shields, like puzzle pieces that sort of lock in. That's cool. It's a cool design, actually. Battlefly Swarm. Gains Death Touch. It's a flying 1/1 that can sometimes Death Touch. It's not bad. Very good and limited. It's a Tidepool Turtle. Oh, he's got a little pool on his back. Cute. How big is that turtle, do you reckon? It's kind of, oh, I guess you can see a seagull on it, so it's kind of a big turtle. That's a big turtle. Ink of Scry, so that's nice. And a sunbathing Rootwaller. Pokemon streams? Yeah, I'll be opening actual Pokemon cards. No, I don't play Pokemon. Well, that's not true. I did download it recently, but I played like one game of it and didn't get back into it. It can get big. It could be a big Rootwaller. Thran Portal. That's a card I wanted. Because it's good for my Historic Gates deck that I want to build. Well, let's see. You choose a land. It's what it is. It costs life to use it. But it's a gate, and that's pretty useful. Okay. You're back. Territorial Maro. Oh, get out of here, Mark Rosewater. Is power and toughness equal to twice the number of basic lands you control? Sure. Aggressive Sabotage. Ah, yes, what I do to myself every day. Let's see. Discards cards. Make your opponent, or make a player discard cards. And kick. I mean, yeah. So what? I enjoy it. Thrill of Possibility. It's a classic. Discard a card, draw 2 cards. Oh. The Underworld Cookbook is back with the longest name ever, which I am not going to try to pronounce. Maybe I will. Asmora Nomakat. Nope. I gave up. Phyrexian Espionage. Is that a bird? No, it's cameras. You've been tricked. Draw some cards. If it was kicked, make them discard a card. Make them, like, revel. Like, you go, hey, we all get cards. And by that I mean I get cards, you get nothing. You lose stuff. Haunted Maya. Yeah, it's a land. Good, I suppose. Oh my god. I don't think that's ever going to hit good old games, but I wish it did. I would buy that. I loved that game. Shanzala was such a good game. Danathar, Benalia's Hope. First Strike, Vigilance, Lifelink. Got all the traits you want. 5 cost, 4/4. When it enters the battlefield, you may put an aura or equipment card from your hand or or graveyard attached. Ooh, you could do some dumb shit with that. I could do some dumb shit with that. Interesting. Okay, you could do some really fun stuff with equipment with that. Like just the janky ass equipment that like goes, you know, Helm of the Host from Dominaria. Not this one. Not Dominaria Untitled. I know it's not called Untitled, I know it's United, but I've decided to change the name. But yeah. Then you just get like an extra Danithar every turn, which doesn't care that it's not legendary. Spin doesn't work yet. Didn't say immediately, I said one day. Alright, Tatayova, Steward of Tides. Land creatures you control have flying. That confused me when I first read it. I thought it meant creatures that don't fly have fly, but it means literal lands that are creatures. And then it turns lands into creatures, maybe if it feels like it. A Drake. Sure. 2/3 flying for 3. Meh. It's never going to get played. Crystal Grotto, it's a land, and the rare. See, as I said, it's going to get faster. Other soldiers you control get +1/+1. Exile it from your graveyard. Put a +1/+1 counter on each soldier you control. Read that as birds, not fish creatures. Oh, lands that are creatures. No, it literally means like if this land, for instance, was a creature, it is a land creature. It's unfortunately not that great. You love the Drake. What is this? Friggin' Stormcrow over here? We don't need that shit. Moat hasn't existed. I don't think they're allowed to even print Moat anymore. We've seen you. Yavimaya Iconoclast. It's got a kicker. They all do. When it enters the battlefield, if it's kicked, it gets +1/+1 and gains haste. Okay, so you just attack with a 4/3, go bah! Jaya's Firenado, let's just say. Classic Jaya right there, Firenado. Deals damage. Yep, wouldn't expect anything else from a Jaya spell. Phyrexian Vivisector. Just when a creature dies, Scry. Scry's good. Meteorite. It does damage because it comes down and hits someone, and then it just makes you mana. You just poke it. Flowstone Kavu. Oh, the Kavus are... Flowstone and Kavus are back. Interesting. I'm just doing a short stream, Dave. It's just a little magic stream today. But hi. It's a rare wild card. Hey, it's a rare land! Because I don't know what to spend these things on, so I should spend it on a land. Oh no, spend your rares on cards you want, Seif. No. Yes, there is a blue card, which is a Sharknado. Not in the set, but there is a Sharknado. A Sharknado does exist, and it does make flying sharks. Wait, actually, do the sharks fly? I think so. We're just opening some magic cards and just talking about magic today. Because we don't normally stream on Fridays, but I just wanted to stream and open packs. They do fly? Excellent! Battlewing Mystic. It's got kicker. It flies. It draws you cards if you kicked it. Lagamos Hand of Hatred. Oh, I know a person who I'd describe as the Hand of Hatred. It's not me. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create an element tool token with trample and haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning. Okay, so you get an element for one turn. Search your library for a card, put it into your hand, and shuffle. What? Oh, activate only if 5 or more creatures have died this turn. No, it's not Panda. Panda is hardly the Hand of Hate. Sure up. It makes creature stronger and hexproof for 1 turn. Oh, it's another gnarly Vashino? Samite Herbalist. Well, it doesn't say new, so I think this might have been one of the ones I flipped over by mistake. Yeah, look, be excited is what you're going to get. Got a bridge. A card I'll never use. I mean, no, I won't use it. Maybe if I want to make a wall deck, it might be interesting. I like how it says it's a bridge, but it's clearly a wall. Alright then. No, that's fine. Coalition Warbrute. Oh. Enlist and trample. Okay. Be good. And the rare is a haughty Djinn. Oh my goodness. So haughty. Actually, this is a card I kind of wanted. It gains power equal to the number of instant sorceries in your graveyard, and they cost cheaper. So it's easy to put them there, and then you just get stronger, and just get so haughtier. The haughtiest of Djinns. It is not on Steam. It is on Epic, and also you can download it separately. So Are these digital packs you had to buy individually? I bought a pre-order bundle. I paid actual money because that's a great thing you can do. But you can also play the game for free. And honestly, a few of my friends do play this game completely for free and have a great time. So, you know, will you have like a top tier deck? Not quickly, but you'll still have a fun time. I mean, if you like Magic. If you don't like Magic, it's still Magic. Wingmantle Chaplain. Oh, look at that bird. Sorry, I know I should be looking at the Chaplain, but look at that bird. It looks gorgeous. That is a gorgeous bird. Anyway, let's see. It's a 0/3 for 4 mana. You better have good stats. When you enter the battlefield, create a bird token with flying. I think this game's actually a little nicer than Hearthstone is. Hearthstone, I don't think, was as good as this game is. Their dust system, well, they don't dust cards, which some people are like, me, but their wild card system is just so much more rewarding. Anyway, it creates a bird for each creature with defender you control. Oh, the walls are back. The walls are back in town. And then if you play a wall later, the bird comes out anyway, so you still get birds. Okay, cool. And they're gorgeous birds. Pilfer Tiny Bones. Ah, Tiny Bones. What a guy. Splatter Goblin. I've seen the art for this. I reckon this is a reference to a Tempest card. Mog Raider or something like that. But anyway, he's having a good time. He's just going to die and kill something. System and Runeterra is better than Hearthstone. That is true. System and Runeterra is better than Hearthstone. I think Runeterra and Magic have a like equivalent betterness. Citizen's Rest. Hexbane Tortoise. How big's that tortoise? Oh, he's got a little tortoise on his head. He's 2 tortoises. Ah. Besides that, it's not a great card. Squee, Dubious Monarch. Hey, I'd like to point out right there, that is Squee's toy from Tempest. The thing that keeps him alive. Equivalent betterness, yeah. More or less. Actually, I think Runeterra might be slightly better than this game. Is the little turtle carrying a seagull, though? No, he's not. Okay, Ward, good question. So Ward is when it's a target of a spell, they have to pay a little bit extra to be able to target it. If they don't, you can't target it. Well, you can, it just fails. Enlist is when the creature's attacking, someone else can stay back and help it and make it a little bit stronger. I'm not doing sideways. Make it a little bit stronger, and he stays out back with the Hexbane Tortoise is like, bah, 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 with his little friend that goes, meh. Alright, let's see. When he attacks, make a goblin. You may cast him from your graveyard. That makes sense. Squee can't die. Squee's been alive for hundreds of years now. Silly Squee. Accidentally became immortal. What a fool. Well, you know what? I've had my ass kicked at Magic by a few 11-year-olds, so I wouldn't worry about it. All right. Yeah, so the Magic system is really good. I'm just going to get into that real quick for those who don't know. If you play some games and go through their like onboarding system, they give you like 15 decks that are actually not terrible. Read that last 2 lines of Squee again. You do need to exile cards, so it's not great. When I get to it again. Can this tortoise absolve my sins? No, unfortunately it's not the Pope tortoise. But yeah, so you do get 15 decks and they give you some rares and it gives you like a good starting point. So you go, oh, I like this, and you build up to it from there. Shieldred's Restoration. It's going to give you some creatures back to from graveyard to battlefield. Wow, for 4? Oh, but you lose life. Okay, okay. So it's not the best. Prayer of Binding. I like the art. It's classic white removal. They removed until the enchantment breaks out, and then the creature comes back and goes, hey, what's going on? Classic. Artillery Blast. Deals damage. Yep, it'll do that. Fire NATO. Seeing that. Land, sure. And the rare. Urza assembles the Titans. Scries. You look for a Planeswalker. You can put a Planeswalker on the battlefield, and then you can activate a Planeswalker. All Planeswalkers twice this turn. Ooh. That's fun. Isaac of Binding, yeah. That's the one. It's a uncommon wildcard, combat research. It Gets you cards when it deals damage. Okay. I've seen everything else, so we just go straight to the rear here. It's Urtai Resurrected again! Okay, we don't even need to read that again. 2 Urtai Resurrecteds. Okay. Phoenix Chick. Damn, girl. It's a 1 cost, 1/1 flying haste. It can't block. And when you attack with creatures, you can bring it back. Yeah, you can play the game and get cards. You can play the game and get cards, and you can play the game and get packs of cards. And you can get gold, which you can buy cards or do a draft, and draft's pretty fun. Destroy evil. Destroy a big boy. Nice. And the rare, other elves you can draw. Elves. Arizona chick's a fire. Phoenix chick, right? That chick might be a bit small, just saying. Okay, so elves you control get +1/+1. Whenever you cast an elf deck, you may pay 1, draw a card. Awesome! I like that for my elf dinosaur deck that has no dinosaurs. Hello, Andy. How you doing? You're back. We didn't really get to read you last time. You make attacking creatures stronger. Okay. Micromancer. Cute. Search for instant sorcery with mana value 1. I guess that's the micro in Micromancer. Reveal it, put it in your hand. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people are coming along by and saying that. Plan of War Stalker. I have played Inscription. Inscription, so good. Inscription is just a very good game, which I'm not allowed to talk about because I don't want to ruin it for anyone. I don't really have much to say about you. Oh, actually, no. Every time a creature comes into the battlefield under your control, it gets stronger. 1 cost. It's a flowstone thing, sure. Snare Spinner, it's a classic spider. I don't care. And it's a real land. I'll gladly take it. Cast a sorcery, value 1 and 2 without paying its cost. Mills 4 cards. Then cast the spell again from your graveyard. Sure. The only thing we've got new here is Tribute to Urborg. Reach means it can it doesn't have flying, but it can block people who have flying. People? Creatures. Could be people. Okay, it gives people -1/-1 and could do more. Stronghold Arena. Oh damn, we're doing Stronghold again, are we? It has kicker. It costs not much and it's enchantment. You can get some life from it. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player. Oh, you can get extra cards, but it could kill you. But it is may, you don't have to do it. When you reveal the top card of your library, I think you've got to put it in your hand, so it could kill you. But, you know, life is a resource. The Saga could be quite good, yeah. It's not really my sort of thing, though. I don't really play a lot of instant sorceries. Flying in list could be good. Coral Colony, it's a walled mills. Boy howdy. That's not Tiny Bones again. No, that's not Tiny Bones. With long reach, you can block flyers and takes items from the chest. Absolutely. It destroys a creature. Okay. Voldarian Hexcatcher. It flashes. It makes merfolk stronger. Could be good if you're doing a merfolk deck. Sacrifice merfolk counter target spell. Non-creature spell. Meh. Could be good. Merfolk would probably like it. Oh, we didn't look at the Benalia Sleeper. It sacrifices a creature. It forces people to sacrifice creatures. That's good, I suppose. Each player, including yourself. Damn. Love Song of Day and Night. That's a Ice Age reference, I believe. You and target opponent each draw 2 cards. Great in multiplayer, not great in one-on-ones fighting. Get a bird, make some creatures stronger. Cute. Smash to dust. Destroy an artifact, destroy a creature with defender, get rid of those frickin' walls, or just deal 1 damage to creatures your opponent controls. And then make some soldiers. Okay. Plaza of Heroes. We've already got one of those. I'll gladly take it, though. You can skip the draw, that is a good point, but then all you're doing is creating a bird and putting some 1/1 counters. So, I mean, multiplayer, that'd be great. If you've got a player who you're really worried about, just go, hey, you, me, we're going to both draw cards. And the player who you don't like is like, oi! And you go, what? You're already winning. Screw you. God, I wish I'd put multiplayer in this game. My biggest wish, honestly. Because I look forward to being angry at my real-life friends. Okay, so that's prowess. Oh, prowess for everyone. And trample. Okay. Singular Connoisseur. It's a vampire, probably, yes. When one or more creatures die, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Only once per turn, though. Read ahead. Okay, it's because sagas you always normally start at 1, go 2, 3, and then it goes away. Whereas read ahead, you can start at 2 or 3. Steel Crusher. It's a big monkey. He's an angry monkey that destroys artifacts. But it destroys himself. I don't know how. A Merfolk Rogue. Yeah, it looks for things. Urza assembles the Titans again. Gets Planeswalkers. That's nice, I suppose. The Arizona Girl's back. Scout the Wilderness. Does it look for land? It looks for lands. Maybe gives you soldiers. Rider's Firebrand. When it attacks, target creature with lower power cannot block this turn. Okay, that's cool. And then it can be stronger if you want it to be. Yeah, it's probably kind of aggressive. Yeah, it's Phoenix Chick. Whose joke was that? Was that Soulburn's joke? So not important. Someone's joke. Anyway, we got Raph. He's pretty good. Derp chicken. Look, we'll go for another 15 minutes. And if I run out of time, then I'll just continue this later. Maybe go 20 minutes. 20 minutes is fine? Yep. We're going a bit faster now. I don't want cold pizza. I don't want cold pizza. Added a more posh... Okay, well, I'll put that as the thumbnail for the YouTube video I put up. Anyway, he gets cards. He makes creatures stronger. I like him. He's a good boy. Hero's Heirloom. Sure. A Phyrexian Rager. Oh, man, it's a total Rager, bro. Lightning Strike. Sure. Classic Jaya right there. And makes creatures stronger. It does. And bounces things. Cool. Timeless Lotus. 5 cost. Makes colors. Cute. That's probably handy, actually. So, if turn 6 you have 10 mana. Fires a Victory. If it was kicked, draw a card. It deals damage to the target. Oh, so it deals damage equal to the number of cards in hand. Okay. And the rare... Evolved Sleeper. Oh, this is one of those guys, the more you pay, he slowly powers up. Okay. Yeah, it probably does. I mean, it's not what I think of, though. Like, in Limited, you're probably right, but... Yeah. We've got this Troll Shaman. She just looks pissed off at the world. Brings back a creature card from your graveyard. Possibly return it back if the main's good enough. Okay. Tap creature, put stun counters on it. Get used to stuns. I think they're coming a lot more. Stall for time. Tap things, put stun counters on it. Not quite what I meant. And negate. Because you need to have negate and essence scatter. Oh, this is a card I actually wanted! Ivy Gleeful Spell Thief. Whenever a player casts a spell that targets only a single creature other than Ivy, you may copy it. The copy targets Ivy. Probably wouldn't do it on a burn spell, but then again, you'd probably cast it on... Oh, but if they cast a boost spell on their creature, then it also can target Ivy. Ooh, that's kind of neat. I'd take that. Elvish Hydromancer. What does it do? It's a creature, and it can create a token of a copy. Wait. A token that is a copy. I'll always take copies. Haunting Figment. Can't be blocked as long as you cast an instant or sorcery. Okay, he's a bit of an evasion. He's not strong though, but he's got vigilance. Whenever you cast a creature, put a +1/+1 counter on the Beast Caller. When it dies, distribute it. Distribute those counters around. Okay, that's cool. So if it dies with its counters, they're not gone. It goes to all its friends and family. You know, we can all have a +1/+1. I mean, look, everything's a good target for removal, let's be honest. Colossal Growth. Makes it big? Makes it big. It's a Serpent. It costs less for each instant and sorcery, so it can cost 1 white, 1 blue, or it can cost 7. 7's probably not a good price, but it does have Ward, so meh. We got one of those again. We don't need to talk about that again. It gets you cards when things die. Cult Conscript. Enters battlefield tapped. Return it to the graveyard. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Alright, it's a wall. It looks for lands. I don't care. Yeah, I see what you're saying about that white card where it searches and equips, but I think you could do much better than Hero's Heirloom. I read this before as Sliver Scrutiny, and I was like, oh god, Slivers are back. And then it took me a little while to realize it was Silver Scrutiny. It has something to do with Khan, because of course. Draws cards. Yeah, more multi-lands. Those are always good. I mean, they're common, you know. I'll have all of those. And I've got enough common wild cards, so it's not a big deal. Weird flex, but alright. Pilfer, okay. Hurler Cyclops. Sacrifice a creature, deals 1 damage to any target. Yes! The really good ones are, like, the really good multicolored lands are good. But the those are still rare, but the cheap ones, they're not. They're typically common or uncommon. Yeah, that's true. It does add haste. Broken Wings, it just kills flyers or enchantments or artifacts. I mean, it's good, but yeah, sure. It's any card I want that's mythic rare. What do you freaking do? I don't really want anything right now. Urtai Scorn. He's probably mad. He's countering a spell. Classic Urtai. Yeah, the tapped thing is what hurts them though, but I know what you mean. Gibbering Barricade, okay. Yeah, you can install MTG. I don't use it through Epic. I'm not a fan of Epic. I don't use Epic, so... You can just download it without going through Epic. It does not have a single player campaign. Yeah, that's true. I mean, Ice Age was like 20 years ago now. Let's see. Deals 2 damage to each creature and each opponent. Okay. Discarding number of cards, then draw some cards. Okay. Then make a dragon. Okay. I'll take a dragon. Yeah, you can go back to hating Epic. You don't need... I don't do this through Epic. Volha, Voldarian Discreditor. Draw a card, then discard a card. You can drain people a little bit. Or you can just cast a creature from your graveyard if you get rid of them. That's cool. Knight of Dusk's Shadow. Your opponents can't gain life. Oh, really? That's probably good against some decks. I wonder if that's going to be... That's surely not going to be a sideboard pick. Life gain's not that good, is it? And the rare? Drag to the bottom. Oh, I'll drag your bottom. No, we're moving on. Okay. So, -1/-1, up to -6, -6. For 4, I don't know if that's good. Menace! Get me pictures of that goddamn Spider-Man. He's a menace. Brawler. We've seen you. Oh, no, we haven't. Yeah. He gets stronger with more basic lands you have. And a worm. A 5/4 for 5. There. And a Griffin Protector. Cool art. I love the art. And it becomes stronger with each creature you have out. Return. Yeah, so cards expire after a year or 2 years, or at least they expire in Standard. You can still play them in Historic, and I like Historic because I've been playing this since it came out. So I got a lot more cards, but standard's fine. And when the standard ends, they give you a whole bunch of new cards as well, just to make sure you don't get left behind. Painland, sure, gladly take it. Berserker. I mean, rotation literally just happened. Like, this is the first part of new rotation. In a year's time, the last 4 sets, they'll rotate out, and it just works like that. So it's rolling. When it dies, it deals damage to its power to any target. Sure. And this guy, he makes different colored mana. Sure. I like this character a lot. I don't know if I care about the card, though. Put 2 ingenuity tokens on her. Then if you may put an artifact card on her with mana value X or less, where X is the number of ingenuity counters on her. Okay, so she can play artifacts. That's classic for her, though. Play artifacts for cheap. I'll take that. Or free, rather. This card's back. I kind of want to do a milling deck with this. I know you're supposed to mill yourself, but I got other plans in Historic. There's a card that you mill like 10 cards for your opponent, or is it 20? It's a lot. Do that twice. That hurts. But there's probably better ways to mill, actually. What am I talking about? Okay. It's a very limited look for a card that you want, but you can't go too deep. And then take damage. Hammer Hand. Target creature cannot block this turn, but also it's stronger. So you can use that to be like, you can't block me because your hands are now hammers, or I'm going to just be real strong for a bit. Heroic Charge. Everyone gets stronger? Okay, this is just like a charge spell. It's good. Silver Scrutiny. Draw cards. Boring. Coalition Warlord. Do you make people stronger? You do. And the rare is a rare wild card. Yay! I guess that's a rare land. That's... we've got this guy. He's a Hellion. He's cheaper for the greatest... So the stronger creatures you have... Fingers are now hot dogs. No. The stronger creature you have, the cheaper it is. Meh. And we've got a third arena. Jeez. I better find a point for those arenas, because otherwise... That sucks. Everyone gets stronger for a turn, and whenever creature you can kick it for creatures dying, makes you draw cards. It's not bad. It's a Horde Master, it's a goblin. Look at him. He's got Benalish armor on him. Other goblins get stronger. Okay, that's the third lord I've seen like this. When he or another goblin dies, exile top card of your library. If it's a goblin, you may cast that card till the end of your next turn. Okay, sure. So you lose goblins, get more goblins. Why not? No, they go into what's known as the Vault, and eventually they give you some wild cards. It's not as good as the way of Dust works, but also it shouldn't need to be. And there's a bit of a rare protection opening packs that you can't open more rares than more 4 copies of a rare. Other clerics you control get +1/+1. Okay, tribal cleric, like that. Sacrifice clerics. Search your library for a black creature card, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. Damn, son! I'd gladly shuffle, sacrifice clerics. Also, we've got a mana guy who's got Death Touch, okay. And a land. Okay. I'm just going straight into the rare now. I don't know. 5 mana for any black card. I mean, it's in your deck, so, you know, it's not any black card. Wait. Oh, okay, so it gets you some cards, but your opponent chooses which pile you want. That's fine. And it's a defender. What does it do? That creature with defender gains haste can attack even if it didn't have defender, and assigns damage equal to its toughness rather than power. Neat. Threats undetected. This is just gifts ungiven in green. Choose 4 cards, creatures specifically, and then your opponent chooses 2 of them and you take the other 2. Eh. Kind of bothers me, it's just a weird gifts ungiven. Yeah, sure. Look, we'll talk about my shirt real quick. Today's shirt. Do. What the shirt? I forgot the song. Is Little Chandra. It's a Flame Princess Chandra in style of Adventure Time. It's cool. I like it. We're running a little bit low on time, so we've got to keep going on this. An apparition, it gets stronger, so why I shouldn't do streams directly after dinner, just before dinner. We've got a goblin. He looks for lands. If he doesn't find lands, then he gets goblins. I like goblins. Another silver scrutiny. Gotta scrutinize that silver, huh? Keldon Strike Team. Okay, it makes, it's a soldier boy, a warrior boy, it makes soldiers, and everyone gets haste. Okay. And a bite spell. Oh, this is a card I was looking forward to. Other zombies you control have vigilance. When another legendary creature you control dies, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's not legendary and it's a zombie, and it's weaker, probably. So yeah, I want to do something with that. We'll see. We'll see. I probably want more of them. Maybe I'll use some of those rare cards on that instead of lands. We'll see. May cast sorceries as if they had flash. When it attacks, you may pay 2. When you do, when you cast your next instant sorcery, copy it. Neat. And a land. I'll take a land. I'll take a red-blue land. Pain land. That's just a bounce spell. Ooh, a Phyrexian Praetor. Death Touch. When you draw a card, you gain 2 life. When your opponent draws a card, they lose 2 life. Do that with Silver Scrutiny. Oh, did you just draw 20 cards? Oh, well. Well, 20 is probably an exaggeration, but cool. Cool. Do some fun stuff with that. Make your opponent draw cards. Kill them. Enforcers. It makes 2 guys stronger. There's that Goblin Lord again. Okay, we're getting through this. We'll get there very soon. Protect Negotiators. Does it counter? It does counter! And this mills 3 cards, and then does it return something back? It returns something back. Okay, so it sort of mills you a little bit, but then you can get something back. Okay. That's cool too. Ooh, it's an Elf Scout. It's flying. It's looking for land. It's just looking for land as they do. Cute. And then it will draw cards if you got enough land types. Elemental Giant. They tried to do an MTG Diablo type game, and that failed in like 3 months before it even released. So, maybe. Taps a creature, puts a stun counter on it. Sure. The Sphinx is back. Maybe useful. Enthrall to the Pit. Gain control of target creature. Untap it, has haste. If you kicked it, sacrifice it at the beginning of next game. Okay, so it can kill something, but that's very expensive. But it puts it all in one card spell, so it's easier than normal. Tap an untapped token, non-token artifact you control. Get some mana. Tap 2 untapped non-token artifacts you control. Exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. Okay, so you can just get some more cards, I suppose. That's alright. Toxic Abomination. When it enters the battlefield, you lose life. We've seen you before. You make merfolk stronger. We don't like that. I mean, unless you're playing merfolk, in which case you do like that. Sprouting Goblin. It's a Goblin Druid. He's got little mushrooms and he's so happy about it. When it enters the battlefield, search for a land card. Reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle. If kicked. You can also sacrifice a land and draw a card, which is cute. Yep, you get stronger for every non-basic. Okay, now we go to the mythic packs, where we should get mythic rares and everything. The World Spell. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may reveal a non-saga card. Why is it always mushroom? Put it in your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library. Put 2 non-saga permanents from your hand onto the battlefield. That costs 7, right? And it can't be sagas because otherwise you could just world spell infinitely. They don't like that. Still, if it didn't cost 7, that might be a better spell. But Asunder destroys artifacts or enchantments. or exiles them. Look at 2 cards, take one, graveyard the other one. Oh yeah, this is the card that went away last time. It basically is a board wipe, but you can choose it. Only board wipes below a certain number that you choose of how much you pay. So that's good, I guess. I think it's better board wipes in the format though. Add some mana, and if you got legendary creatures, add some more mana. He was an Ice Age. This is the guy I was talking about. Enchantment creatures you control have Death Touch, Lifelink, and Hexproof. Good for the Kamigawa cards. Target non-aura enchantment you control becomes a creature in addition to its other types and has base power and toughness equal to its mana value. Okay, so he turns enchantments into creatures, but that could also be really good for some of the Kamigawa stuff. So that could be really good in Standard, I think. Also, it's the right colors for artifacts. So that was clearly planned. Another Phyrexian. So it's a non-Black Lotus. Maybe? And finally, the last pack.
Why resist us? Phyrexia offers purpose for all.
We have a Planeswalker, a Ajani Sleeper Agent. We have a robot kitty cat. Which is a bad thing because he's not supposed to be a robot, but shit's gone wrong. I haven't seen this. It's a Mox rather than a Lotus. Yeah, I suppose it is, except it costs mana. So the advantage of Mox is they were free. Okay, so you can get creatures, you can distribute counters. This is a Planeswalker, so their loyalty is 4. They start with 4 counters, and then they can power up +1, +1, +1, and then they can also spend these abilities once. You can do these once per turn. One of these once per turn. And then the -6 is like the ultimate spell. Planeswalkers are neat. I will explain them later next time I'm playing with them. But right now, that is the end of the pack opening. So thank you very much for being here. If you've enjoyed Magic content, please do consider following if you're not currently following, because I'm going to do some more of these like random, I feel like playing Magic and I'm going to be streaming. So if you're around for that, cool, please join me. And I'll be happily explaining all those questions in a better way later, Soulburn. But as for me, I am out for now. As I said, follow if you're not following already, if you want to see more Magic content or Factorio content. And I am heading out for the day. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!